The software industry has continued to be one of the hot button issues in the sales tax world. The sales tax guidance that we have for the software industry is just woefully behind. The software space has changed dramatically over the past decade or two. You think about where we used to be. We had floppy disks, and then it went to CDs, and then it was software that was being electronically delivered, or FTP. And now we have all of the various SaaS models, or platform as a service. And so the whole space continuously changes all the time in every state, and the states are doing the best that they can to try to keep up. But oftentimes it's just not quick enough. So the sales tax guidance that's out there lags far behind what reality is. And so what happens, the retailers in this software world, I have seen examples where they honestly don't know how to tax their own products and services. So what do? They simply decide to tax the transaction anyway. It covers them, and they just pass that tax on their invoice to their customers. What happens more often than not is that this creates a refund opportunity. Since they really don't know, the retailer, since they really don't know whether the product or service is truly subject to tax, the buyer ends up getting the invoice that has the tax on it. And especially in situations where the AP team is simply paying whatever tax comes in on the invoice. I've also seen it where these larger companies that have these offshore shared service centers, they just pay the tax, whatever it is, and there's no questioning of that tax. And so what we have done at Clarus Partners is work with our clients that are not only selling the software, but also buying it as well, to really understand the taxability of what they're buying. Is it software? Is it exempt in this jurisdiction? Should there be a certificate issued? But also too, if there is that overpaid tax situation, then we can work with our clients to go after those refunds for the past 3 or 4 years, whatever the statute of limitation is, and make sure that's cleaned up going forward. So we can help you not only address your taxability of these products and services, but make sure that you are getting those funds back if you've overpaid tax on it in the past. So a company might consider reaching out to Clarus Partners to help them examine the taxability of their software spend if they have a significant IT budget. I've worked with numerous clients across all different industries that have very significant IT budgets. And more often than not, the IT budget is oftentimes one of the largest buckets of spend a company might have, when you consider the hardware, the software, all of the maintenance contracts, all of that. And so if you have a significant spend in the IT space and you haven't had a review done, or you've had some issues on audit related to some of your IT spend, reach out to Clarus Partners and let us help you figure out what your taxability looks like and whether there's some refund opportunities to go after.